What's up YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to part 3 of creating a track in Logic Pro. Now we are ready to get to the nitty and gritty. We created our session, we saved our session, and now it's time to make some music. Let's go ahead and create a software instrument track, but before I do that, I just want to show you one thing when creating a software instrument track. Right here, I got my software instrument track selected, and I'm going to go ahead and hit create. That's all fine. But what really bothers me is that Logic Pro automatically creates electronic piano software instrument track with some preset bus settings here for reverb and delay, whatever that may be. Now, I never really use that, and I don't like that Logic does that for me automatically. So if you ever wondered how to take that off, or just to get rid of that altogether, create a blank slate track, all you have to do is make sure Open Library right here is unchecked. And when that is unchecked, and you have a software instrument track, uncheck Open Library, hit create, that gives you a blank track to work with. And that's just, for me, incredible. It always came up with electronic piano. I never really figured out what it was. It was that little check mark over there. So take that off and you get a blank audio track. But actually right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just pull in a piano over here and just play around with some things. Now, thankfully, before I start the tutorial, I already found out what I want to do for this song. I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm not going to do anything complicated here. And I'm not going to bore you with just me playing around on the piano. So this is sort of the chord progression that I got going on for our track right now. I'm not going to get into the music and what kind of chord I'm playing or what notes are within each chord. Just going to play it straight up. So here is what we're going to be working with. So we got a basic chord progression over there. Again, in pop urban music, the more basic, the better. Don't be too wild and crazy right there. So I'm going to go ahead and record that right now. And what I usually like to do is create an 8-bar loop for myself to start off my recording. So that's 4 bars, and then we got 8 bars over there. I'm going to go ahead, hit record, and essentially record my chord progression I just played for you guys. So I'm going to higher up the volume so I can hear myself a little bit better. Alright, so there is my chord progression right there, recorded for an 8-bar length. Now I'm going to go ahead and play and basically see if I'm in time or not, or I can simply double click my MIDI region right there and see if I am in time. I'm a little bit off. Now with chord progressions, you kind of want to be on the dot. So I'm going to go ahead and quantize my chord progression right here, select my region, and go to, let me just see right here, go click down this arrow because my screen is small right here, go to quantize and go to, in this case I could use 8th notes because I'm not doing anything wild. So here it is, my chord progression in lock to 8th notes. Alright, now that we got our chord progression written into Logic, we're going to take this piano sound and kind of change it to a more synthesized sound, as I want to go for more synthesized sound for this track and less kind of acoustic piano feel. So check back in part 4 where we get to do all that.